Show. It's the Barbara Show. Coming your way with a smile today. Down the humorous path with a lark and a laugh. It's the Barbara Show. The Barbara Show. Welcome to Humorous Adventures with Barbara.
Welcome to the Humorous Adventures of Barbara. Today's topic is the ultimate sportswoman. Yes, I know what you're thinking. You look at me, sportswoman all the way. Not. But ever since we were little kids, our parents would take us to the beach, and we really took to the water and swimming. I started swimming at a very young age. You know, basically they just took us and threw us in the water. So you had to learn how to swim. And I really was a fish in water. I love swimming. My father bought a boat, and he would take all of us on the boat, and we would go fishing. One thing I didn't like about fishing in the Atlantic Ocean was, well, you had to hook these sea worms up, and these sea worms had legs on either side like this. They were scary, freaky looking. So I didn't mind fishing, but my brothers had to put the worm on my hook because that was, ugh. And a few times I even caught a bigger fish than they did. Sometimes we would catch eels, and we'd throw those back. I'm not a sushi person. We don't like eels. We mostly caught flounder. That was our thing. So I started to learn how to water ski. And basically, I was told to just, crouch your knees, hold on to the handles, and when the boat goes, you just go up with the boat, easy. Thinking, okay, so I'm ready. And up I go, and I'm water skiing. It was easy. And then they thought, wow, I'm pretty comfortable. So they started weaving me in and out of the wake. Now I'm getting a little nervous because they're going fast and they're weaving me in and out of the wake, and I got scared, so I just let go. Now I'm holding on to the handles and they're dragging me in the water. And I'm thinking to myself, why don't they just stop the boat? I'm not letting go. I'm not going to be in the middle of nowhere in this huge lake. It looked like an ocean to me. I'm not being left here. So I was holding on to the handles, and the boat is dragging me and dragging me and dragging me underwater. And I'm saying to myself, why are they doing this to me? Okay, I guess I'm going to die. Might as well say goodbye to my family. And as they're dragging me, and I'm taking in all this water, and finally I just couldn't take in any more water, and I let go. They came around with the boat and they started screaming at me. And they said, why were you holding on all this time? I said, I didn't want to be left alone in the middle of nowhere. They said, we couldn't stop the boat. If we stopped the boat, then you would have gone right into the motor. So we were just waiting for you to let go. Oh. Everybody had a pretty good laugh about that one. Now, downhill skiing. I never had a lesson, and I went with a bunch of people that knew how to ski very well. They said, no problem. They take me up on the ski lift. They said, this is the bunny hill. And I had a hard time just getting off the ski lift. I was afraid to jump off. And those boots that you have to wear, these clodhopper boots, just walking is dangerous, never mind skiing. So I'm at the top of what they called a bunny hill. No, to me, this was a mountain. They said, just go. They don't tell me anything. They say, just go, and I go. And I am going so fast, I'm so frightened, I threw myself down. So then they come around and they said, oh, great job. Now we'll show you how to snowplow. I said, what are you talking about? They said, well, we wanted you to first get over your fear of falling. So they don't tell me this thing called snowplow where you put your skis in like this so you can slow yourself down. No, they just had me go full speed ahead. I said, get away from me. You go in your other mountains. I'll keep trying by myself. And that's exactly what I did. Since I was there for the day, I thought, okay, I'll try it a couple more times. And I go up on the lift, and I went down. I knew how to snowplow, so at least I was going slowly. I knew how to control that. But once I fell down, I couldn't get up. I think the hardest part about skiing is getting up once you fall down. So there happened to be a ski team practicing, and every time I fell down, they said, all right, she's down again. Somebody go pick her up. Now, another time, and again, I was at the University of Massachusetts in Amherst. There was an opportunity to go cross-country skiing, and we thought, this will be great. We'll meet Amherst College men, and we're going to go cross-country skiing. I never cross-country skied in my life. A motivation, meeting other men. We go, and it was a little difficult. So now I'm not on a hill anymore, but just to move with these clodhopper boots, it took hours, and no, we didn't meet any men. Now, this might be a little sidetrack, but while I was away at school and fairly new, and I didn't know that many people, I was taking a shower one day, and I looked down, and I saw a lump. And you know, it's scary when you hear about lumps on your breast. I didn't want to call my mother to make her nervous. I was 2 hours away. I didn't want to tell these people that I'm just meeting at school, hi, my name's Barbara and I got a lump in my breast. I kept it to myself. But you know, when you keep things to yourself, it makes you more and more crazy. I made an appointment at the infirmary at the University of Massachusetts, but it was a teaching school. So the time of my appointment, I'm lying there on the table, naked. There's the doctors, and then all these student doctors looking at me naked and looking at my lump, when the doctor said, that's not a lump, that's a pimple. And everybody cracks up laughing. Well, hey, I don't care if you want to laugh at me. Thank God it wasn't a lump. But that's what I thought. But it was a pimple. Now, getting back to my sports career, well, maybe you don't call this sports, but archery or darts, for me it's the same. I think I'm spatially challenged. I don't know what it is. I look at the target, I can kind of see where it is, and my arrows and my darts just go anywhere but even the target. Never mind getting the bullseye. I don't even hit the target. I don't know what that's all about. Now, I've been asked to play softball a number of times, and okay, number one, it's not softball. That ball is hard, and I don't want to break my nails, okay? So I was given a position in the outfield, well, I guess behind the pitcher, and I thought, hey, if the ball comes near me, the pitcher will catch it, or if it goes this or that way, these guys or whoever can catch it. But I'm out there, I'm looking like I'm playing softball. And every single time, I don't know what it was about, the ball was coming right at me, like a heat-seeking missile. The ball was hit at me. I think maybe the other team knew, hit at me because I'm not going to catch it. So inevitably, either the pitcher or third base or all the other bases were running up to catch it because they knew I wasn't going to do it. And they said, come on, Barbara, try. So, all right, the ball is coming at me, and this time I'm saying to myself, all right, I'm going to get this ball. I'm going for it. And I'm looking up, and I'm running for the ball. I've got this, and I hear the crowd making all this noise, and I'm like, oh, they're cheering me on, and I'm running, and I'm going to get it. And as I'm running, looking up, the pitcher is running back full speed ahead, and he was a big guy. So it was just, the reason the crowd was screaming is because I am running full speed ahead into his back, and I hit like this, and I go down. And they had to carry me to the bleachers. Another success story. Now, I was invited to a basketball game, and I'm watching the game, And I see that every so often they're getting mops and they're mopping up the floor. And I'm thinking this game must be televised. Maybe I'm going to be on TV. Maybe the cameras will come at me. So I say to this guy, I said, "Is this game being televised?" And he said, "No, why are you asking?" I said, "Well, they keep mopping up the floor all the time. What are they worried about, sneaker marks?" And he turns to me and said, "They're not worried about sneaker marks. They're mopping up sweat." I said, "Ooh, yuck." I said, "Thank goodness we're not sitting up close." And then it dawns on me because, put it this way, I don't watch sports on TV. The only time I'm going to watch sports on TV is if somebody else wants to watch sports on TV. And, I couldn't imagine what this was all about. And I see all the time on TV that Jack Nicholson always sits in the front row. And I thought, ooh, he must be getting splashed with sweat. I mean, Jack Nicholson is always in the front row of some basketball game, and he's this close. And if they're mopping up sweat, something must be splashing him in the face. How would anybody enjoy that? Not me. Now, I don't know if anybody's ever heard of this sport called tubing. Well, I never had. And it was an event where we're having dinner and then we're going to go tubing. Well, I had my beret, I had a long scarf, I had these high heel boots, and I'm thinking I'm looking marvelous. And I don't know what this tubing is, but I don't think I really want to do it anyway. I'll just watch. They convinced me to do it, but they're laughing at my outfit. I said, whatever. So you have to take the ski lift, but you don't put on skis. It's like this big tire, and you have to put your stomach down, and then go down this slalom ice slide like the, ultimate sports show, the slalom. So I said, I'm afraid. I can't do it. I can't do it. All right, push me. They push me, and now my tire is spinning, and I'm hitting this side, and I'm hitting this side, and I'm screaming, and okay, it's over with. And guess what? I had the fastest woman's time. And I thought that was hysterical. And I said, yes, it's because of the aerodynamics of my heels. Anyway, they said, you have to go again. It's going to be the fastest woman's time against the fastest men's time. And I don't know, I can't believe it, but I had them push me down again, and here I go, fishing, hitting everything, and yes, thank you very much, fastest woman's time. One other time, we were doing ice hockey, but not with skates, with sneakers. I don't know if you've ever done this, but you can't get traction on ice with sneakers. And every time I try to run, whoop, my feet would go out from under me. I'd fall on my rear end. And I'll tell you, that evening, I was black and blue. So I guess, yes, I am the ultimate sportswoman. Well, maybe.
Show. It's the Barbara Show. Coming your way with a smile today. Down the humorous path with a lark and a laugh. It's the Barbara Show. The